School's out, sun's out, and the top players in the nation are flocking here to LakePoint Sports as this summer season is in full swing. It's the Prep Baseball Showdown with 134 teams across this four-day event featuring squads out of 8 states, all vying for the crown. I'm Cory McCartney, and we've got our sights on the 15U division today in a matchup between 643 DP Cougars from right here in Georgia and TNG Prospects out of Tennessee. First pitch in this one was slated for 12:40. Things are actually progressing on these fields today, so we're going to be a few minutes early. So we will bring you the start of this game here momentarily. I'll be joined along the way by Avery Hunt and Jack McCartney. Now, the 643 DP Cougars team features 3 players with junior future games on their profile, including the subject of our player spotlight, catcher Rylan Long. The Mount Parent product is the second-ranked catcher in Georgia in 2029, as well as second nationally. 8 exit velos nearing triple digits and a 189 pop time this 2025 junior feature gamer. Absolutely a player to keep an eye on in this one. Rylan joined me in studio as well, and we talked his work behind the plate, appearing in the junior feature games. We also played a round of random questions. Let's talk pop times, because these are ridiculous. 189, which I don't know how much time you spend looking on StatCast. JT Realmuto averages a 187. So you're like right there with like guys like Austin Hedges when you're talking about major leaguers. How do you get better there? Like, what's the point of emphasis when you talk about numbers that at this point are just absolutely I mean, I don't know how much better they can get.
So when I work on it, all I do is try to work on the quickness of like how fast I can get the ball out and get to a throwable position, and then see how hard I can throw it from there.
All right, you hit over 400 in the 2-hole this past season for Mount Parent, a team that reached the Elite Eight in the GHSA state playoffs. What was the biggest adjustment for you at the plate as a high school player? I mean, because obviously you made it look pretty easy.
Well, in the beginning of the season, I started off kind of rough. I was really late on the fastballs, even if it was like low 80s, high 70s, even mid 80s. I was late. So I just tried to load earlier and catch it out in front, and that kind of just worked.
Number 13, what's the most intimidating thing a pitcher can do?
When they're really like shaky or like hyped up in the moment, because it's like a lot of adrenaline, because it's like makes it scary in the box.
You see a lot of times with the college pitchers, they'll have the glove up to their face and they're just sitting there like rocking back and forth. It's like, that's not a guy you're ready to snip.
I don't want to.
You don't want a part of that. All right, number 16, if you could ban one baseball phrase forever, so one thing that they say, maybe it's just like, good eye, or, just something that the fans say, the coaches say, what's a phrase that you're just sick and tired of over your baseball career?
Honestly, like, I know it sounds bad, but like probably like good swing kid.
Yeah.
Like if I completely miss it and they're like, hey, good swing kid, I'm not a big fan of that.
That was not the good swing. All right, last one, number 37. I think this is a good one for a catcher. If your glove had a personality, what would it be?
I would say reliable.
Reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're a wall back there, so you got to have something reliable.
Yeah.
Got to hold you up. And we're inching closer to first pitch in our game of the day. Again, the 15U division, 643 DP Cougars and TNG Prospects. And here are those starting lineups. TNG Prospects, and we did not get the positions outside of pitcher for them going into this one. Maddox Medlock leading things off, followed by Luke Fessler. Then it's Charlie Johnson, the right-hander. Tucker Cook hitting fourth, and he will be on the mound. Hitting fifth is Cameron Welch, and then Ryan Carpenter, Matthew Price, Lincoln Bernadowitz, Sawyer Hollister, Braxton Musgrave, and Anderson Banks, and then 643 DP Cougars being led off by the right fielder Drew McGee, and then it's Garrett Wilkerson, the shortstop, DH Riley Schumpert, third baseman Chase Mickelson, center fielder RJ Westbrook, catcher Mario Esperanza de Luna, left fielder Jaden Smith, first baseman Wyatt Newsome, then Kingsley LaRusso, then Sawyer LaRusso, Kendall Brown, and Braxton Crew, the right-hander, will be on the mound again. Inching closer to first pitch in this game of the day from the 15U division, TNG Prospects and 643 DP Cougars. Here, I had initially thought that 6'4" DP Cougars had maybe were playing TNG prospects to have some extreme pull left-handed hitters, and they were loading up with 2 first basemen. But instead, Wyatt Newsome playing first, Kingsley LaRusso playing second base. So Kingsley LaRusso batting ninth, playing second. Again, we are inching closer, 6'4" DP Cougars, TNG prospects. We can actually cut to our field view here. We'll get the guys warming up on one side. We'll get the starting lineup on the other. Getting closer to here. There's their main field shot. Cut to our 2-shot here, and we'll have starting lineup on the left and the field view on the right. And we are getting that much closer. I'm going to take a drop out here in studio, so you'll see me momentarily. Again, first pitch coming up shortly between TNG prospects and 6'4" DP Cougars. Okay, so we are going to get a little bit closer to that 12:40 start time that we initially anticipated here for TNG Prospects and 643 DP Cougars. Meanwhile, while the guys are still warming up on the field, I want to bring you this interview I did during the state games of Georgia with USA scout and Cherokee Bluffs Bryce Fontenot, the second-ranked first baseman in Georgia in 2027. This guy's an absolute monster. Power at the plate, power on the mound. Here's my conversation with Bryce. I've got Bryce Fontenot, Georgia's second-ranked first baseman in 2027 out of Cherokee Bluff. Bryce, man, good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
The metrics are outlandish with you. Exit velos up to 108.3 miles an hour, 90-plus on the mound, just straight power at the plate on the mound in a 6'2", 225-pound-plus frame. Tell me about that intimidation factor that you bring in both sides of the game.
I think it honestly has to go a lot with just the way that I've learned to play. My dad playing pro ball, so a lot of it has to go with him and my mindset. He taught me. It's just kind of like the screw you mindset. Like I'm better than you, and I'm gonna beat you. That's always how I've played and grown up playing football and boxing and everything else I've done. Like it's just kind of it's what I've learned how to play, and I fell in love with baseball and just use the same mindset, just in a different way.
You got to tell me about the boxing thing. How long? when did you start boxing?
So
when did you stop boxing, or are you still boxing?
No, so I started boxing when I was 5, and I boxed for 7 years. Never actually did any fights, matches, but I trained a lot. I was in the middle heavyweight division, what we call it. So it wasn't nothing too crazy. I never fought anybody, but it was just something my dad got me into because he loved boxing. It was a lot of fun for him, so he tried it out for me, and I fell in love with it. It's a lot of fun.
Did he make you watch Rocky and then you get into the Creed movies and all that?
I watched all those. I could probably quote everything from Rocky 4 now. So it's I grew up watching all that.
What's the best Rocky movie?
Rocky 4, 100%.
Really?
Oh, 100%.
I like 3 because I like Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
You bring Hulk Hogan into the equation. That's where I'm at.
Really good. I was just when it comes to like somebody who watches boxing like I do and like UFC and everything, like the fight was better, I think, in 4, and was my favorite part.
I love it, man. You're a movie critic too, as long as a high-level player. So the EVs were up to 103 miles an hour at the future games, and I mentioned now 108 plus at preseason All-State. Take me inside that kind of. That's not a long time for you to jump up that much. What do you kind of credit to that transition?
The weight room, 100%. I went from I think only being able to clean 220 to now like then I was 295 before I got hurt. So, like, the explosive power that I created and movements and, like, being flexible and everything was the reason why I would hit the ball I am now.
Do you think that's a hard conversation for some players? Because I think a lot of times you guys will hear, like, no, you don't want to get too heavy, you don't want to get too bulky. But then when you think about what you can generate from the lower half.
I don't think it's hard. I just think that I think if, like, you just – it's easy to have the conversation, but you got to actually do what you talk about.
Sure.
And – it was hard for me too at first because I used to be pretty lazy and everything, but as soon as I was able to get in the weight room, like I went up 40 pounds and probably a lot, and then I'm going back down. But just like going from like 215 where I was to almost 250, like that alone was probably the reason why I was able to throw and hit as hard as it was, because I just didn't have to create as much. Like I didn't have to do as much to create as much power.
What do you power clean?
Right now, I'm at 315.
Wow. Those are big numbers, man. Like, so I do CrossFit, and it's like that, a lot more functional stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sitting around like 235, but to be able to get those are gigantic numbers, man.
Yeah, I've learned how I've had to, because I mean after my knee injury in the fall from playing football, I had to like rebuild everything. But as soon as I was able to get back at it, I did. So I was at like 295, then got hurt. And then now, my last power clean was, I think, 2 months ago. It was at 315.
Wow, so. Unbelievable. Well, massive numbers. And I got to ask you, man, I saw this in your IG, this broken bat. So tell me about this.
Yeah.
Did this bat, did this happen in BP? Did this happen in game?
It was, so I wasn't going to use it this past year. I wasn't going to use it at all. I was going to try to just use a combat. But that was the bat I used my sophomore year and had a really good year with it. So I was like, let's bring it back out. And I hit a home run with it. And then it was the next week, we're about to play. I don't even remember who we were about to play. And then I hit one. I mean, it was squared. I hit it good. And just the hand broke right out of my hand. I don't know what happened.
Do you have a memorial service, or what do you guys do?
I felt like I was so mad because that bat's like, I have the new I got the other arm on now, but like that bat is something to me, because that thing is, it's what This is what I hit with really well, and I liked it a lot. I love the feeling of it, and I wanted it again, and it broke.
That's some raw power, man, to do. I mean, that thing split.
Yeah,
straight
it's split right in half.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, clear two-way impact on both sides of the ball, doing it on the play. I think maybe overshadowing a little bit what you do. All right, our action is getting underway. We are all over the place on a Saturday afternoon here in Emerson, Georgia. TNG Prospect 643 DP Cougars. Now joined here in studio by Avery Hunt as we bring you our action. Maddox Medlock leading things off for TNG Prospects, be followed by Luke Fessler, Charlie Johnson. Got Braxton Crew, the right-hander on the mound for the Cougars. A little Soto-esque shuffle there out of Medlock.
Getting it going early this morning. Or afternoon now, sorry.
Well, it's a nice sunny afternoon here in Emerson, Georgia, something we didn't have a lot of during the last week. That one's roped into left field. Camps underneath it. It'll be out number one. That into the glove there and left of Jaden Smith. You're hoping, you're praying, fingers crossed, 24 hours of sun.
24 hours without any rain or lightning, and my life will get significantly better.
All right, well, we're all delivering on that. Luke Fessler now stepping in here for TNG.
If you couldn't, got a lot of sunshine going on with all the tents up at the Publix field, so that's nice over there. Got a little tent village going on.
They sure do. Miss inside. Fessler at the plate. Chattanooga Christian, 2029, playing in his 17th prep baseball event. Family's logged some miles coming back and forth from Chattown. One skips away and went it in God knows where back there. I didn't even see. You didn't see anybody move. Like they just let it go. That thing's long gone.
It's just an endless backstop.
That's right. 2-0 count. Johnson Ferry's Crew. Woo, that one nearly popped up, took out the camera. You could see the seams on that one. It got so close. We got Crew we did end with a fastball around 80, but you see he's already ticking into 82.5 territory, playing in his 6th prep baseball event, 6'3", 150-pounder. This Cougars team really interesting. 5 2025 junior feature gamers on this squad. Absolutely loaded. The 3 key members of that Mount Parent team that ended up making the Elite Eight in Georgia's private classification. So this is certainly a team that's got a lot of dudes. So I know sky-high expectations for Mount Parent and obviously for what they collectively could do during the summer here for 6-4-3. So runner aboard here with 1 out. Going to bring up Charlie Johnson, another Chattanooga Christian. This guy's at 2028. It's a miss. We were trying to get our cameras operational. You're used to seeing the switching from the outfield camera back to this high home spot. So still trying to get our tech team jumping on that one. But we did want to bring you some of this action here from the 6-4-3 team because, as I mentioned, pretty loaded squad.
I feel like I like this camera angle.
Do you?
On this compared to, I feel like 10's a little more zoomed maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see the whole field. You don't have to wonder about the balls that are hitting to the oblivion down the corners.
All right, so we're writing Avery down as being down with this look. So
downfield, field 15.
All right.
Supporter.
Another walk. Back-to-back walks. So Fessler, Johnson walks. Going to bring up Tucker Cook, the opposing pitcher, and going to go out and have some early conversation here with Braxton Crew. Yeah, if you caught my pregame interview there with Rylan Long, you also have Riley Shumpert, outfielder, another of those Mount Parent 2029s, 7th-ranked player in Georgia in 29, and then you got R.J. Westbrook. He's number 13 left-handed pitcher in the nation. So, man, this you think about what Etowah did collectively with a really strong crew that they were able to ride, and they had a lot of expectations for Trevor Condon, Deion Cole, and Matthew Sharman. I sort of feel like the Mount Pairing group could be the next. That could be the next ones. Those guys are obviously next year going to have much higher aspirations than a trip to the Elite Eight.
Absolutely. I'm talking about the Etowah guys. I mean, goodness gracious, the Matthew Sharman career.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Line, like, holy.
Yeah, so the tweet sent out by Ian Smith, and then now a graphic running on a Prep Baseball social channel showing the numbers there. from Matthew, and just absolutely unbelievable stuff, what he was able to accomplish. And now we'll find out whether or not he's going to wind up at Georgia, or if a team comes calling during the MLB draft enough to make him change his mind. 36-3 career record across his 4 years. They have 380 strikeouts, which is a program record. 1.31 ERA, 8.06 WHIP, 184 batting average against, and that has nothing to do with what he did at the plate, where he was an absolute force as a two-way. That one's in play. Short has it. Flips a second for one out. Can they get the double play? Oh. They did not. Runner taken off though. Catch him napping. Play at the plate is not in time. He's going to be safe, so a run scores. Maybe they thought they had the double play. They were going to get it out of this, but, man, some heads-up base running there from TNG, and they are on the board, Avery. Got themselves a 1-0 lead.
Absolutely. Good base running there, heads-up base running for the prospects there. I mean, just keep running, keep your head up. Obviously, the ball gets by, and it doesn't really sneak that far away from the first baseman, and all of a sudden you're able to use that speed and score the first run of the game on a ball that was just a little bit low.
Yeah, so Luke Fessler follows up that one-out walk, gets the first run of the game, just kept trucking. I'm going to bring up Cameron Welch, runner at first. Nice job by Tucker Cook, though, legging that out and helping himself out before he even takes the mound. He's got himself a 1-0 lead. Mentioned the resume of Rylan Long behind the plate. It's Mario Esperanza de Luna that's catching right now for 6-4-3. One-0 count here to Cameron Welch. Man, if you wanted to get a look at Chattanooga Christian's team, pretty much just take in this TNG prospect squad, because there are 6 players in this squad taken off. Showing the Luna's arm off. That's going to be late, though, as Cook's able to make it to second.
Pretty good catch and throw there behind the plate. He's got a really good jump there at first base to swipe that back.
1-1 count here to Welch. Runner now in scoring position. Already a 1-0 lead for TNG. I did wonder, a lot of these guys who had deep playoff runs in the state of Georgia, back pick throw, did they get him? They got him, man. Nice job there by Braxton Crew. Limits the damage to 1. We got a lot more to talk about when we come back. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
Step up, the time is now. It's time to step up, the time is now. Taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up, the time is now. It's time to step up, the time is now. It's time to step up, the time is now.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. This is our brand. It's chips. Subs.
IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast. All while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back. It'll be Drew McGee. I'm tongue-tied this morning. It'll be Drew McGee, Garrett Wilkerson, and Riley Shumpert leading things off for 6-4-3. Again, we got Tucker Cook on the mound, just helps himself out at the plate, legging out an infield hit there off a soft hit ball to deny the double play. Ends up allowing a runner to score from third as he just kept trucking along. And Luke Fessler has made this 1-0 for TNG. And the first pitch from Cook in there for a strike at 86.1. Drew McGee, Lassiter, 2029. That one is right up the middle for a leadoff single. So McGee, the 11th ranked right-handed pitcher in Georgia, 71st overall, shows off with the bat and gets him going here to start off the first for the Cougars. That'll bring up South Paulding's Garrett Wilkerson.
Nothing as a hitter you love, hey, first pitch fastball at 86. Hey, let's spin me that breaking ball out there.
Yeah.
Good piece of hitting there. Took advantage of a breaking ball that probably caught a little bit more of the plate than he wanted it to, but
this is prep baseball event number 6 here for Wilkerson. Got McGee aboard at first. Riley Shumpert to follow, another one of those Mount Perrin 29s. Foul that off, and McGee's going to have to backtrack. I'm going to be interested to see if we get a guy who gets an extra base opportunity. After seeing what happened to Corbin Carroll last night, do you think he's going to keep his helmet on?
I forgot Corbin Carroll got hit in the back of the head last
night.
night.
He got smacked in the back of the head at third. Everybody, you lose the lid. Ozzie Albies was like the first guy to kind of make it fashionable to lose the helmet while you're running. Guys will just, smack them off their head as they're making the trek around first. After watching that, and he just got drilled in the back. You think guys are going to be a little bit more hesitant? That was like a 1 in a million shot, right? You get hit right in the noggin.
I was always an advocate, catching, hitting. I'm keeping the helmet on.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys running at me behind the plate. Let's have a helmet on.
I get when you're moving that fast, it jumbles around a little bit. Maybe you feel like you move quicker when you don't have that helmet on. But after, you always wonder, could that happen? Could it conceivably? And it sure did last night. That was an absolute bullet. Just nailed him right in the back of the head.
Yeah, I was always running below the speed limit, so I was helmet, no helmet. It didn't really matter.
I'm sure that was a pretty big goose egg that Carroll had to deal with.
I bet his head. He got a nice little headache this morning.
Right, runners at first and second now. Riley Shumpert, Mount Perrin 29, steps in. Trying to answer that 1-0 lead. TNG sees in the first. Still waiting on my game changer to kick in here. I thought the Cougars' parents had me locked in. Do you think that the person running the game changer for the Cougars has to be a Cougar? Do they have to go around and you find the mom that you think equates to, and that's who you give the game changer to? No? Shumpert fouls that off. They should have jerseys that look like Cougar print too.
Yeah,
that should be like the the alternate one.
The 643 Tigers should have tiger stripe jerseys.
Correct. Yeah. Just like Sunday alternates.
Yeah.
Just bust them
out.
Like
the light blue for the Braves.
Correct. Yeah. One here to Shumpert. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Miss high. I do feel like from this camera angle, you get a better feel for the break of the secondary stuff than we do from that outfield shot. So from that end, I do agree with you on this high home look. I think we all just have become accustomed to, when you're watching baseball, to have that view behind the pitcher's shoulder. Cook taking his time. Yeah, Shumpert's going to step out. And felt like that was coming.
Big day in college baseball landscape. Day 2 of regionals. So, you got any favorites that you're looking for to make it to Omaha this year?
I think, obviously, UIC is not a mega power, but I think it's kind of hard to not think Georgia Tech's got a run in them what they're doing at the plate. It's just been unbelievable. It's been really cool watching Vaughn Lackey's rise too with that squad.
He hit into the football practice facility yesterday. It's like that'll work.
He's an absolute monster, and it's amazing the way that he's just kind of, I don't want to say come out of nowhere, but it just feels like maybe that wasn't a guy that people were talking about being a first half of the first round draft pick, and now he's on everybody's short list. It's been remarkable to watch.
Yeah, what they're able to do offensively, and their pitching staff as well. I mean, they've put together a really good season there with Coach Ramsey. So the whole state of Georgia right now is playing pretty good baseball.
Yep,
at the collegiate
sure
level.
are.
Mercer got left out of the tournament. Not sure how that works, but I guess not being a Power 5 or Power 4 now.
Payoff to Shumpert, swings through it. Runner takes off for third. He somehow swam his way into that. Shumpert goes down on strikes, but nice job by Drew McGee. Get that guy on the Lassiter swim team.
That was a good move there. He's got to put one of those little swim caps on.
Yeah, sure does.
Some goggles.
Michael Phelps standing at third base with now one down, and Chase Mickelson now going to try to pick up for Shumpert.
Would that be the freestyle? Or
I think so, yeah.
I don't know the terminology
in
swimming there.
You had me fooled. I was on board with whatever you were going to say.
Yeah.
That one's fouled off.
My swimming lingo's lacking, I would say. It's not a sport that I'm
not going to take over for Rowdy Gaines the next Olympics.
Yeah, not very well versed in the swimming aspect.
All right, Lovitz, Chase Mickelson. We got him at 5'10", 180. Looks bigger than that. Third-ranked shortstop in Georgia, 13th overall among 29s, a 2025 junior feature gamer. Again, among 5 players on this Cougar squad with that on their prep baseball profiles. He's now got an 0-2. Been plenty of traffic on the bases for the Cougars in this inning. They can't let that go for naught. Now 1-2.
Really impressive fastball here for Cook so far, running it up, 84, 86.
Yeah, and he's been riding it too. It's in a whole heavy dose of fastballs in this inning. Here comes the 1-2. There's another one at 84. It's going to run it even. NPI awaits. We're going to have the top prospect underclass here on Tuesday, and then no rest for the weary. 2 days later, this place about to be buck wild for 5 days.
Yeah, it's a crazy loaded. Whoa! Field. Ooh. Got a breaking ball called.
Yeah, I think there was some confusion there by Mickelson. He absolutely thought that was a ball and stepped out of the box like he was ready for the next pitch. Late strike call. So there's now 2 down. So that gives us R.J. Westbrook. Another of that big trio of Mount Perrin 29s on this Cougars team. 16th ranked player in Georgia, 183 overall in the class, and that one got a piece of the catcher. He's going to need a second here to collect his thoughts. Worst hit you ever took behind the plate?
Got a foul tip straight off the forehead and just laid on back for a little bit. Had to figure out where I was at, but besides that, we were good.
Wow. Didn't enter the concussion protocol?
Where I went to high school, I don't know that we had.
There was no protocols.
No protocols on that one.
All right.
Smile and wave. How many fingers?
There you go.
6. All right, let's get it going.
Westbrook, exit velos near 95 miles an hour, bat speed of 69.3. Going to try to drive in these runs. They've been awfully busy here on the base pass. The Cougars have had a leadoff hit from Drew McGee, and he's still waiting at third for someone to drive him home.
But back to next week, yes, it is going to be crazy around here for the next 5 days, starting on Thursday with the MPI. Unbelievably loaded field again this year, so looking forward to it. Just see some of the top arms and top bats in the country.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We will have a heavy dose of broadcast for you in that one. That's a strike, man. I think I think these Cougars hitters are getting a little frustrated here. Full count. But yeah, we'll have lots of broadcasts coming for you, so make sure you tune into that. Comes the payoff pitch. I was sort of waiting for another delayed strike call to set him off. All right, bases are now going to be loaded as Westbrook reaches with the 2-out walk. Brings up Mario Esperanza de Luna. And as you mentioned, Avery, a guy behind the plate, a 2030 playing up with this squad out of Duluth. And already as a 2030, he has played in 18 prep baseball events. Which means he, started playing here when he was like 8 years old?
Probably 11.
Yeah.
Yep. Started at 11, and here he is 3.5 years later.
Wow.
About 6 events a year. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and you figure 4 more years of this. I mean, he's going to be into the
I'll be in the
40s, if not
the
50s.
Joey Odak category.
That's right, yeah. And we'll get him his own parking spot here when he starts driving.
Yeah.
It'd be like when you frequent Waffle House enough that they put a little plaque at your seat there. That's what Mario's got working for him.
The Joey Odak LakePoint Attendance Award.
There you go. I like it. All right, bases juiced here for the Cougars catcher. Tucker Cook has been up to the task so far. See if he can get out of this. Strand the bases loaded. Strike one there to De Luna. A 1 count. Cook with that high setup. Fires another one in there, 74.5. Now 0-2. Certainly found his way ahead of these hitters.
Good play on the mound there on a foul ball. Bounced right to him.
Comes the 0-2 from Cook. Oh, no. Oh, man, if he would have saw that runner down there, that would have been the end of the inning. So Westbrook stumbled on his leadoff, and TNG Prospects catcher just couldn't make a play on it. Had trouble fielding that last pitch there from Cook. Comes the 1-2. Pops it into right field. De Luna's got himself an RBI single. Another runner taken off. They're going to make it 2. That throw goes wide. Going to hold. No, is he going to hold at third? De Luna's tracking his way to second. Dancing to third base. They now got a 2-1 lead. Just reaches out and pokes that into right field, and it's got the Cougars up 2-1 here, and they're 20-30 coming through with a big early blow there. And, man, they were waiting, Avery, for something good to happen, and it finally is delivered by their young catcher.
Really good piece of hitting there. Obviously turning around 86 miles an hour to the opposite field. Just, stayed on that fastball, had a good approach, and was able to line it to right field and drive in 2 runs. And, then smart base running to take the extra base on the throw to the plate. So, really impressive at bat there.
Esperanza de Luna is replaced by a courtesy runner. It's going to give us now Jaden Smith, East Paulding, 29. Smith playing left field today for the Cougars. Still runners at second and third. Fouls that off. And a 27-pitch inning here for Cook. Let's get an 0-2 here to Smith. One gets away from him. Catcher's going to do it himself. Yep, brings it into the inning. Nice job there defensively behind the plate for TNG, but they now trail 2-1 to the Cougars when we come back from the Prep Baseball Showdown.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast. All while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
First one I picked.
Welcome back. Cameron Welch at the plate, followed by Ryan Carpenter and Matthew Price here for TNG Prospects. They led 1-0 after their first trip to the plate, but 2 plated by the Cougars in the bottom of the first to make it 2-1 here as we sit in the second. Cory McCartney, Avery Hunt with you. A miss from Braxton Crew. He's thrown now 18 pitches. Got himself out of trouble there in the first. Pick off at second to end the inning, which is why we're looking at Welch for the second time. It's now 2-1. Again, Ryan Carpenter in the on-deck circle. Now 3-1. And he issues a walk there to Welch. McCally's Ryan Carpenter, 2028, now stepping in with a runner aboard. 10th prep baseball event for him. We saw some of McCally's finest here not too long ago, where we had Peyton Manning here coaching his son Marshall. 7v7.
So what we have going on at the Publix field this weekend, or is that lacrosse going on?
There's lacrosse going on over there. It's the Atlanta Challenge of Lacrosse.
Okay.
And from what I've gathered, there's very different vibes around the families and the whole atmosphere, whether it's 7v7 soccer or lacrosse. Like the lacrosse families seem to almost turn it into, as you're seeing out there, a village. They all come, they cook out, they kind of just take over, for lack of a better word. I feel like the soccer families are a little bit like that, but they're primarily, they come, they go, and there's obviously they're bouncing around to different parks for some of these events as well. The 7v7 families, they're kind of just they just come in a mass and then they're gone.
Yeah.
But the lacrosse ones, when they're here, they're here. They're not going anywhere.
Out.
Yeah, they're just they're making this their home for the weekend. So as we see, I don't know if I don't believe they're allowed to spend the night.
No, that's good.
Sense, so
that's good.
Yeah.
Being a person that's spent the night here before, don't advise it.
You spent the night here before?
A couple times, yeah.
You just sleep in the scout tower?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. How do you loose ball out with, now going to see a runner at third. So Cameron Welch on the move. It's that leadoff walk. Takes second, now takes third. Representing the tying run, standing at third. When you're sleeping in the scout tower, and the second the sun comes out, is there any way you're going back to sleep with all those windows? What was the situation that you had to sleep here? Hopefully nothing at home.
No.
Okay.
No. We finished baseball games one night at 3:45 in the morning, and it was just
wow. What's the use?
Yeah. At this point, let's just don't worry. Went to Love's, took a shower, brushed my teeth, bought a toothbrush, all that stuff. So
dribbler right over the top of Crew's glove. He's going to be out at first, but a run does score, and we're all tied up. If Braxton Crew was about 3 inches taller, that would have been out number 2, but instead it results in the second run here for TNG, all tied up now as Matthew Price steps in.
But, yes, it's happened twice. Second time, I was the last person to leave. Tire goes flat on the way out, and it was 1 in the morning, so not a really whole lot I could do, so we just packed it up and made the best of it.
Matthew Price, first pitch, sends that into left field, and that's into the glove of Jaden Smith for out number 2. But now that you got Waffle House across the street, so now you'd be better off. Yeah, not that you would just go hang out at Waffle House until day breaks, but
yeah, probably go hang out and have a couple cups of coffee.
Yeah,
and maybe a waffle or two, and reset and reload.
But did you have like a sleeping bag or anything, or you just like laying on the floor? Or?
Hoodie.
Man.
Hoodie and.
Well, now the Element Hotel's over there too, so now you could. It would be a game changer. Okay.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh no! When we get our new studio, there's a couch in there.
That is true. Okay, yeah. Producer Jack jumping on. Yes. For those not in the know, typically we do our games over on Field 10, and to the side of Field 10, which if you're familiar with the setup here, right between the batting cages and the first base dugout, is our soon-to-be unveiled brand new studio. It is fantastic. It's all central air and heating, all that. So we're no longer going to be in a metal sweat box, which if you caught any of my Bryce Fontenot interview earlier, you could see I was perspiring a little bit on a hot day here at LakePoint, which there are so many of them to come over the coming months. But yes, there will be a couch in there. That one is on its way into right field. Camera didn't cut up with it. And AB's going to continue. Yep. So yeah, there will be a couch in there. Not that I'm basically telling you, hey, you
if
can
I need it,
stay here. But
if I need a place to stay,
no showers or anything. So you'll still have to go to Love's. Yeah. Or you can try to get into the Champions Center where they have like showers in there for teams and whatnot. Or we just have like a hose out here. Like there's gets him, brings an end to the inning. But TNG has tied it up. It's 2-2. We're heading to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown. Plenty more of Avery's late-night theatrics to come as we come back from LakePoint Sports.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast. All while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Wyatt Newsome and Kingsley LaRusso due up here for 6-4-3 DP Cougars. Not LaRusso like Daniel. It's spelled a little bit different. So they may still yell sweep the leg when he comes up, but we'll see. But we got Kingsley and Sawyer LaRusso both on the squad. I'm sure they've heard that a million times. All right, Jaden Smith back up again here for the Cougars. We're all tied up at 2-2. Another inning of Tucker Cook on the mound. Cook been a quick worker. I do love the high kind of Max Scherzer-esque setup. I always feel like that's kind of an intimidation factor thing for a pitcher, you know. So when I was talking to Rylan Long in the interview that we showed pregame, I asked him what the most intimidating thing, and that one just gets right by first baseman, so we're going to have a leadoff single here for Jaden Smith. I asked him what the most intimidating thing a pitcher can do, and he said when he's got the glove up and he's like moving back and forth.
Yeah, you remember Mike Gonzalez?
Oh, yeah.
The left-hander that played for the Braves.
Who was the Vandy pitcher that did it, though, and he looked like an absolute psychopath? But that's the thing. Like when you're already set and you're moving back and forth like that, they just think this guy. There's a screw loose. This is Wyatt Newsome, first baseman. Smith gets the jump on him, and they got him. I think the most impressive thing there is he lost his handle on the ball. So nice job on the throwdown there from behind the plate, and that's going to be Maddox Medlock, because that looked like he was not going to get him. He had a great jump. Medlock had to pump fake it, still able to get in. So now one down here for Newsome. Newsome Harrison 2028, 11th prep baseball event for him. This is low, ball 3. Yeah, I can say I don't think I've ever had a situation where I ended up staying the night at work. So
it's
came
fun.
close.
It's fun.
It's in for a strike. A little miscue there on the throwback. Worst miss you ever had on a throwback? Did you ever throw it over top of a guy's head?
I was really good at throwing it back to the pitcher.
Yeah, okay.
I was really bad at throwing it at first base.
Gotcha.
If I had luckily had first basemen throughout my playing career that were all over 6'3", and one was 6'5" and could jump pretty good, so he saved me a couple times.
Did you like have in like Major League 2? Did you have like things that you would say about statistics of women from certain men's magazines that you would go over in your head?
I just wouldn't throw it to first.
No, okay.
All
right.
We're like, oh, you got a back pick to first. No thanks. I'm good. I'm going to throw it in the right field corner. I am opting out of that experience. Thank you.
All right, one out walk here to Wyatt Newsome brings up Kingsley LaRusso.
As Rue Baker would do. He would throw it to third. I just throw it to second.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you can't advance, so y'all figure it out once he gets out there.
Kingsley from Farragut, Tennessee, playing against a team of Tennessee boys as Newsome takes off for second off that bounced offering. Medlock, a little frustration there, smacks his leg.
It's very nice just to see the sun. I feel like it's been a while since
it is,
seen the sun.
Yeah, we had monsoons here for about 6 straight days in Metro Atlanta, and just seemed like every day. And it wasn't just like, oh, it's raining. It was like it was rain. It's like the Family Guy when they're like, it's gonna rain. Like it was like that kind of a rain where it was just.
It wasn't a
intense,
30 minutes and move on. It was an hour and a half of heavy rain.
Yeah, it was a lot. Honestly, thought we were gonna have a lot more standing water around everywhere too. Another one gets away from Medlock, stops it from being trouble though. Might be getting tied up a little bit here on some of the calls with Cook. Well, they're going to go out and talk it over regardless. 3-0 count here to LaRusso. Sawyer LaRusso to follow.
I think we were looking back at it. I think Saturday, Sunday were 2 of the worst weather days we've had here in 9 years. I think we lost 70-something games in 2 days. I mean, we lost 35 here, and I think we were scheduled for 40 games off-site last week, and I think we ended up playing 4. On natural playing surfaces, so it was a fun week all around for our staff. So
yeah, I was scheduled to do my interview with Rylan Long on Tuesday, and he shows up and he's like, "We're doing bracket play today, right?" And I was like, "I don't think there is bracket play." And he was just like, "Oh."
Everybody was had mixed reviews on that one, and
what do you? I mean, you're trying to maximize the games played, right?
Tuesday at 4:30, we went to a lightning delay until 8, and everybody was like, "Oh, that makes sense." I was like, "Yeah, you know."
All right, this is going to be a one-on-one conversation with Cook and member of the TNG Prospects coaching staff. Sawyer LaRusso now stepping in. So I've been here almost 7 years, and I had not seen us have an event outside of during the wintertime when we might have a storm where something gets, is out of everyone's control due to ice or snow. But just have one of our baseball events impacted like that over that kind of a duration it just doesn't happen, especially with these fields when we can play in so many different weather situations. It was I'm just going to say hats off to you, man. I know you were dealing with a ton over that time period, and every day it was raining. I just kept thinking, man, I bet Avery is just going ballistic with all this stuff going on. So I hope the coming weeks are stable, and we, no more talk about droughts here in Atlanta.
After last week, if we're still in a drought, dude, we were in a bad spot.
Yeah, I thought that we were going to make, seeing people at Lowe's building up some, getting some lumber to build some arcs over that time period.
That's what I was concerned that I was going to take a kayak to my car to get home. Yeah, as crazy as last week was, we were historically here. We always have storms that come in and get out decently quickly, right?
Yep.
Last week you just couldn't get rid of them. They would just hit you and they just keep hitting you, and it's like, all right, dude. I mean, there's nothing we can do with what we've got going on.
Check swing goes, makes it 0-2. And it wasn't only, obviously, we put a lot of, for good reason, emphasis on what happens here and how these games are impacted. But there were teams still playing for GHSA state championships in multiple locations that were widely impacted by the weather as well, including that huge matchup that we had in 6A between Etowah, and that one's another pass ball. It's all the way to the wall. He's taking off for home. He's late to get to the ball. There's run number 3 for the Cougars. Man, some Wyatt Newsom with some really heads-up base running. And you can say lackadaisical behind the plate they're getting to that ball, but, 6-4-3 taking advantage of the smallest of opportunities there to make it a 3-2 lead.
That's one of the worst feelings as a catcher when the ball gets
you just
through
lose the ball and
no idea, and everybody's screaming, and nobody knows what they're screaming. They're just screaming, and it's like, oh boy, this is fun. It's like a game of hide and go seek in a very pressure-packed, quick situation.
Well, Kingsley LaRusso's now at third, and Sawyer's got a 2-2 count here. He's been gifted a 1-run lead as this AB takes a little bit of pressure off, but certainly would love to drive Kingsley in and extend this lead here for the Cougars. Got a 2-2 count here against Cook. Infielders are all in. Another one gets away from the catcher. And I'm sure he's got to be getting really frustrated with himself.
It's tough behind the plate, too, and a lot of balls are 58-foot fastballs or 58-foot breaking balls. It's like, oh, my goodness, dude. You practice blocking, but you don't want to all the time.
He ropes that 93.1 off his bat. It's on its way into center field. Diving and attempted a catch. He's not going to make it. Kingsley LaRusso is going to score. Sawyer is going to hold it second. Nope. Sawyer LaRusso making his way all the way to third. Is he going to get there? He does not. They got him. That's going to be 2 outs, but another run did score. So the lead's now 4-2. Got a little bit over-aggressive there. Gets nabbed trying to take the bag. Well-struck ball. Still extends the lead, but, I'm sure he's going to want that moment back.
I mean, if you're 6-4-3 here in this inning, I mean, that's a really great piece of hitting, but you got a guy thrown out at third, and you got a guy caught stealing at second. So, obviously going to take the lead here, but definitely with some opportunity for a bigger inning.
Kendall Brown, number 11 hitter, now up for the Cougars. And as I was mentioning, that big 6A matchup between Etowah and North Paulding impacted by rain. They were supposed to play 2 games on Wednesday, or on Tuesday. They only ended up playing 1, and they started at 10 o'clock at night. So they didn't get done with that one until well after midnight. Then they were back the next day for the potential of playing 2 games starting at 3 o'clock, but Etowah able to finish it off and get their second state title in 3 years.
Always makes you feel better when GHSA starting games that finish after midnight. It's not just us.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I tweeted it out. I mean, there were some people, some parents and coaches, players, getting frustrated with not only just the setup, but kind of just everything that goes with it. The fact that you're playing in these bigger venues, the seating's not great. Then you've also got, the fact that they're playing in fields that have bigger dimensions, so the teams that rely on power are losing that aspect of it. I said, I know a place where you can play every GHSA state championship. And we've proved it. We've brought in temporary seating before for games. You can put additional, bleachers around the first and third base side. You can put additional bleachers behind home plate. I really do believe we could put on a heck of a show to showcase the best baseball in this state and crown some champions here on these fields. And I'll keep beating that drum till either it gets told to stop or we end up having GHSA state championships played here. Back to the top of the order, and Drew McGee laced a single in his first trip to the plate, went right up the middle for a base hit. He's got a runner at first now in Kendall Brown. McGee bat wagging. He's got a 2-run lead. Back pick throw to first. Did they get him? They did not. A little steamy out there. You see Medlock using that towel. Find it interesting he's got the towel in the left-hand pocket when he's a right-handed thrower. You think it'd be easier to go just back to the right pocket as opposed to the left.
Pocket.
Yeah. Maybe he was initially a lefty. Maybe that just feels more natural. McGee drives that one into center field on the left field, on the run. Looked like it was tracking to right, but tails back over into left, and that's going to bring it into the inning. It's 4-2, though, lead here for the Cougars. Avery, I know you got a bolt. You have plenty more coming your way. MPI's coming. Catch your breath.
We'll
a lot more, yeah.
too.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to be here tomorrow. Yeah, we got a little bit more to do before we get to NBA.
Yeah.
All right, he'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back in a few. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown from LakePoint Sports.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney with you, joined in the back there by producer Jack McCartney. Who's 6-4-3 DP Cougars lead 4-2 here over TNG Prospects, top of the third inning. And we're looking at Sawyer Hollister, and he's going to be followed by Braxton Musgrave and Anderson Banks here for TNG. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second for the Cougars. 1 run in each inning so far for the Prospects. Certainly hoping they can continue that trend as they now trail by 2 here in the third inning. And Jack was talking about that Etowah and North Paulding matchup there at 6A. We were on hand for that one. You got a chance to catch up with Trevor Condon in that one after state title number 2, and that one is driven into the left field corner, and he's aboard with a leadoff single here, 69.2 off the bat of Sawyer Hollister. Is going to bring up Braxton Musgrave. Musgrave out of Boyd Buchanan, Tennessee. 10th prep baseball event for him. Cruised on 37 pitches. Shows bunt, pulls back, gets away from the catcher. Esperanza De La Luna throwing it back. But yeah, what a great matchup, Jack, and we got to be on hand for that. And I don't know that there's certainly we're close to it. You attended Etowah, but we've spent so much time around that kind of core of that team. I'm trying to think about another group here recently in Georgia that maybe faced as much pressure as those guys did this year. Certainly a year ago they had aspirations of winning it all. Didn't work out for them. They were trying to get that repeat. They bounced back, come back this year and got off to a slow start. But, man, what everyone was expecting from a team led by 3 likely MLB draft picks, all 3 Power 4 signees, it's just really hard to think about another group that has faced that much pressure in the last couple of years here in the state as those guys did.
Yeah, I mean, that Etowah team has dealt with a lot of adversity this year. They had some early season losses, and that, I think, gave them more of a drive and a want to win the state championship this year.
I think it frankly kind of ticked them off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think last year when they lost was more humbling because I think it was sort of like, man, we can't, no one can touch us. And, the accolades kept coming, the All-American game appearances, all the feature games, all this stuff kept coming for those guys, the Power 4 commitments. There's a walk to Musgrave, going to bring up Anderson Banks. And then you have this year where they open the year as seemingly one of the top teams in the nation in prep baseball's national top 50. And then they suffer some early losses. And you're thinking, okay, are these guys going to put it together? Or have they, not that as people who produce media, you want to say, but are you reading your own clippings? Are you getting too caught up in the attention? And I think those guys were challenged by it. And they really set fire. And I think late in the season, they just really found themselves. And obviously we had them on these fields and had a really scary moment where Deion Cole and Trevor Condon ran into each other. And you're wondering, okay, Deion Cole's laying down there for a while. Is the Georgia Tech signee, is he going to miss time? Did he have a concussion? How's this going to impact them? So that was, certainly a scary moment for them. But, man, with Matthew Sharman as that stabilizer for that team, they just, they put it together when it mattered, and they were just dominant during the playoff run and got to celebrate in Gwinnett with their second title won on that field. Got a new pitcher here for 6-4-3 is Braxton Crew exits, and they're now going to turn it over to Walton's Ethan Pye. 4th-ranked first baseman in Georgia, 82nd overall in the class, 5'7", 125-pounder. He's got a fastball around 82, changeup that says 64 to 67, and a curveball 62 to 67. He's got traffic on the base pass, and the last batter in the order for TNG prospects, Anderson Banks, now due up. So Banks, Chattanooga Christian, 29. 5 players in this TNG prospects team from Chattanooga Christian. They beat Complete Game in their first matchup here of the Prep Baseball Showdown 11-1. And they have BSA the show to come on Sunday at 4 at Cass. Remaining schedule for 6-4-3, though they tied BSA the show 3-3 on Friday. They got Complete Game 15U Sunday at 11:20 at Cass. This Cougars team is going to be at MPI next week, so we'll get a lot more opportunities to see these guys in action. The lefty Pie got runners at first and second. Misses high. I refrained myself there from saying Pie misses high, but 1-0 count, runners at first and second. Esperanza de la Luna throws back, trying to catch the runner napping. Been impressed with that 20-30 behind the plate, showing off the arm. Here to Banks. Shows bunt, gets it down. Pie's got it. Throws the third to get the lead runner. Nice heads-up play there on the mound from Pie after that comeback, or a bunt went a little bit harder, I'm thinking, than Banks anticipated. So they get the lead runner. Nice job there. Just heads-up baseball there from Ethan Pie. Still runners at first and second with 1 down. Back to the top of the order, and Maddox Medlock. Medlock, an adventurous last half an inning behind the plate. They try to eat into this 2-run lead here for the Cougars. Represents the go-ahead run. They couldn't lay off that elevated pitch there from Pye. To move this chain along, again, 1 down. It's got Luke Fessler to follow. It's now an 0-2 count. He's really crowding the plate. Drives that into right. Trails into center. Center fielder's got it. Runners will stay at first and second. A bit of a tailwind on that one. But right into the glove there, center fielder of R.J. Westbrook for the first out. Luke Fessler now steps in, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Gets away. It hit him on the foot, so he'll advance to first. Looked like it might have been a pitch that bounced in front of Esperanza de Luna, but hit Fessler on the foot. So he's aboard for the second time today. Walked in his first trip to the plate. Brings up Charlie Johnson. Bases are juiced. It's ball 1. Another miss, now 2-0. Just 1 hit thus far for TNG prospects, trying to answer this 2-run lead. Drives that into left. Can't make a play on it. Comes a second run. Johnson's trucking past second. He's on his way into third. That is all the way to the wall. Charlie Johnson's going to hold a third. Nope, Johnson's going all the way home. The throw is in time. They got him at the plate. Man, that's going to bring it into the inning. But, man, TNG prospects able to come through. What a crazy moment. He just got a little bit too aggressive on the base pass there. The inning's going to be over, but man, what a absolute wild one. Charlie Johnson got hold of that, 89.8, tried to make that play into the left fielder's glove, couldn't get it all the way to the wall. Man, we'll be back. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown. Things getting wild here on a Saturday in Emerson, Georgia.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for 1? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Charlie Johnson got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Looked like he was going to have a bases clearing hit that went into, we're categorizing it as an error in left field off the bat of the glove of Jaden Smith there, trying to make that play as it went all the way to the wall. Johnson, hard hit ball. Looked like he was going to have 3 RBI for the day, though, but got caught trying to extend it all the way. Nabbed it home. First pitch to Wilkerson from the new pitcher, Fessler. But nonetheless, TNG Prospects got a 5-4 lead now. That coming off the bat of Charlie Johnson. Jack, I would say aggressiveness on the base pass certainly been part of the makeup of both of these teams thus far. We saw it kind of bite 6'4", 3DP Cougars at third. It bites TNG Prospects at home. I'm sure they would both love to have both of those moments back, but it's given us a lot of excitement here early on in this game. Riley Shumpert's turn after the Wilkerson out. Chase Mickelson to follow. Fessler also that high setup like we saw from Tucker Cook. Chattanooga Christian, 2029 lefty. Got him with a fastball around 81, and that's exactly what he's showing. Curveball 70 to 71, and he gets a strikeout there of Riley Shumpert to bring up Chase Mickelson. Shumpert with some advice there for Mickelson as he steps in. Laces the first one foul. Swing, miss, now 0-2. If Mickelson gets aboard, it'll be R.J. Westbrook. That makes it 1-2. And as Avery Hunt noted when he stepped out of the studio, we will be back tomorrow. We have a 3 p.m. clash of... Oh, that one is in play. Second base has it. Very, very quick defensive inning, but we will be back tomorrow. Pro Stock Baseball Club, East Cobb Select out of the 17U division. So that one will be at 3 p.m. Certainly hope you join us for that one. Again, available like all of our broadcasts for free on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Quick break in studio. We'll be back with more from the Prep Baseball Showdown.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Welcome back. Actually, looks like our camera's frozen for a moment here. A bit of a technical difficulty. We're going to take a quick break again in studio. We'll rejoin you as soon as we work through these technical issues. All right, welcome back. We've worked through our technical difficulties. Just got a strikeout there. So there's now 2 down here in the inning. So apologies for missing that Ethan Pye strikeout. We've now got Carpenter at the plate. Starts him off 1-0. So Ryan Carpenter just watched Cameron Welch strike out. Tucker Cook led off the inning. He drives that on its way into right center. Camps underneath it. Quick defensive inning there for 6-4-3 DP. Let's see if they can try to answer. They trail by 1 as we move along. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
Welcome back to our action. Prep Baseball Showdown, 15U Division, TNG Prospects, 6-4-3 DP Cougars. RJ Westbrook, Mario Esperanza de Luna, and Jaden Smith are due up for the Cougars here in the inning. Luke Fessler continues on the mound. Second inning for him in this relief outing. Took over for Tucker Cook. All right, here we go. Get started on the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that, strike 1. Westbrook ropes that. Second base has it. Hard hit ball, 91.6 off the bat. but he's able to glove it, field it, and throw it to first for out number 1. So now it's Mario Esperanza de Luna. Had a 2-run single in his first AB. The Duluth 20-30 playing up. Really great first AB. Worked the count, went opposite field to drive in 2. And he sends that one on its way into center field. That's out number 2. So with 2 away, it's Jaden Smith. Some quick defensive innings here. Certainly Smith would love to change that, get some traffic on the base pass for the Cougars. He watches strike 1 from Fessler, 82.4. Misses, trying to bite the outside corner, runs it to 1-1. Loops that in, strike 2, 70.5. Smith gonna gather himself, steps back in. Gets something started here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Miss high, runs it even. If Smith gets aboard, it's Wyatt Newsom. On the 2-2, Smith right to the second baseman for the second time this inning. Gloves it, throws to first, and gets the out. Another quick one. TNG Prospects still up 5-4. We'll be back. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for 1? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Welcome back. Our action continues with TNG Prospects up 5-4 over 6-4 3DP Cougars. It's the 15U division from the Prep Baseball Showdown. Matthew Price due up here for TNG Prospects, followed by Lincoln Bernowitz and Sawyer Hollister. First pitch driven foul here from Price. He's 0 for 1. 5 runs on just 2 hits for TNG. 4 runs, 4 hits for the Cougars. Dribbler, Pye's got it, gloves it, throws to first. That'll be out number 1. I'll say this for Ethan Pye. That guy can field his position. We've seen it a couple times. Did a great job when he came in first relief inning, thrown over to third to get the lead runner after taking over for Braxton Crew. hard-hit comebacker. He's got one down here for Lincoln Bernowitz. Bernowitz, Boyd Buchanan, 2029, 11th prep baseball event for him. He sends that one into center field, got everybody on the run. Center field crashes, makes the catch, so in the glove of R.J. Westbrook for out number 2. And Jack, you mentioned it. Man, these guys are playing at a breakneck pace now. It's a rarity that we ever start looking at the clock in the innings and saying, could we actually play 7 innings? But there are 46 minutes remaining on the clock as we sit here in the top of the 5th inning. And the way these guys are playing and putting the ball in play, and this might happen. And we might have to put one on the tally board for actually getting all 7 innings in, because we're headed that direction.
Yeah, we're gonna start knocking on wood since you said.
Yeah, I don't have. There's no wood. There's I think there's MDF around here or something, which doesn't necessarily. That's not. Yeah, that doesn't count.
I got you. I just knocked on some wood.
Okay, I appreciate that. Well, I do have. There's yeah. Well, yeah. All right, 1-0 count here to Hollister. He fouls that off. Looping swing. A little Cody Bellinger-esque setup here from Sawyer Hollister.
And he's got the build of it too.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah, large skinny frame. Great swing on that too.
That's on its way into left field, and it's another quick defensive inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Our action continues. Wyatt Newsome, Kingsley LaRusso, Sawyer LaRusso are due up here for 6-4-3 DP Cougars. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-run lead for TNG Prospects. Ball 1 there from Luke Fessler. Fessler took over for Tucker Cook. That's strike 1. Now 1-1. I don't know about you, Jack. Really excited for NPI, not only from the end of the baseball that we're going to see, but good buddy Shooter Hunt's going to be here in town for that one. Prep Baseball Vice President of Scouting, my Coffee and Curveballs counterpart. So excited to spend some time with Shooter and talk some ball. That one not able to be gloved by the third baseman. Newsome goes opposite field, got himself a single here in the 5th. All right, here's Kingsley LaRusso, the second baseman. He sends that right to the shortstop, gets one out. Do they get the double play? They, in fact, do. And, man, this is I can't even keep up with the pace of this game. We're now through 5, another extremely quick inning, and we'll be back. 6th inning, Prep Baseball Showdown. Oh, there's 2 down. They all thought it was.
There's 2 out.
They thought it was 3.
You thought it was 3.
Well, our board said 1 out. Did you see before that play, the board said 1 out?
No.
The scoreboard had 1 out on it. I'm not making things up.
Well, what's ahead. So it got the one out when they were going through it.
Nope. I'm telling you, it already had one out. There's 0-1. It already had. I'm going to look back at the replay here. It already had him with one out.
Okay.
All right. They pulled a double play though.
That was a nice sword by TNG right there. I will say.
All right, I'm looking right now, and it does have. It had the bottom of the fifth. It had one out on the scoreboard, and then he hit into that double play. So, yeah, I'm not taking that bullet.
Oh, there's the number 3 anyway.
All right,
so.
Gets the strikeout. That inning is over. It is again a quick defensive inning. It's a 5-4 lead from TNG Prospects. We'll be back. Cory McCartney, DJ Callen, when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls. What do you get when brilliant?
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
Welcome back. Braxton Musgrave, Anderson Banks, and then we're back to the top of the order for TNG Prospects. They have a 1-run lead over 6-4-3 DP Cougars, and we'll see another inning of Ethan Pye. Pye's been awfully strong since taking over for Braxton Crew. 3 innings. He's allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, had 1 strikeout, but done a nice job fielding his position, had a couple tough comebackers, able to make plays on. He's got Musgrave, who's hitless. There's 2 hits for TNG Prospects in this one, but they've taken advantage of the opportunities they've been given. 4 walks issued by Cougars pitching, which helped them to lead 5-4 here in the 6th. And we still have 38 minutes on the clock with just 1 more inning to play. So it seems a strong likelihood we do get a complete 7-inning game in. A rarity here on these fields, but we are trending toward it. And if it doesn't happen, I'll take the jinx. Swing, miss, strikeout by Pye, his 2nd of the game. So Musgrave goes down on strikes. Going to give us another look here at Anderson Banks, 0 for 1. And Charlie Johnson and Sawyer Hollister responsible for the 2 hits. Can Pye make a play on this one? He throws the first. That one is not in time. That was a really tough play. Just headed toward the third baseline, fields it, spins, throws, and just too late as Banks makes his way to first, and so he'll be aboard with 1 out. So Maddox Medlock swings through, strike 1. Medlock, the leadoff hitter's 0 for 2. He drives that into right field. McGee camps under it. That's going to be out number 2. Runner will retreat to first. Here comes Luke Fessler, who's taken over on the mound for Tucker Cook. 2 down here in the inning. Banks at first, taking off for second. Esperanza De Luna will just hold on to that one as Banks advances 90 feet. Banks had the third hit of the game, that infield single. Inside strike. It's now 0-2. Mario Esperanza De Luna going out to have a couple words with his pitcher. Mentioned we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. East Cobb Select versus Pro Stock from the 17U division. That's a 3 p.m. game. That one should be a lot of fun. Oh, 2 count here to Fessler. Counts 1-2. Fessler sends that up the middle. Second base has it. Throws. Another quick inning. Banks delivered the third hit of the game for TNG, but they couldn't move him past second base. They still lead by 1, though. We'll be back. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back. It'll be Kendall Brown, the 2025, and he's already marked down for 2026 Junior Future Games. Sandy Creek 2029 will lead things off here for 6-4-3, and then we're back to the top of the order with Drew McGee and Garrett Wilkerson. Bottom of the 6th inning. Luke Fessler back on the mound here for TNG. Hold on to that 1-run lead. Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney back in the 1s and 2s in the production room. That's strike 1 there to Brown. Brown ranked as the number 10 shortstop in Georgia in 29, number 46 overall. Trying to get something started here for this 6-4-3 team. They've not scored since the 2nd inning. And we have played 3 extremely quick innings. I believe we had a combined 2 base runners across the last 3 innings. So 2-1 to Brown. That's strike 2. Next pitch will be number 32 for Fessler. He took over for Tucker Cook, who pitched the first 2 innings. Fouls that off to stay alive. Cook allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Since then, Fessler's come in, has not given up a hit. He struck out 2. And he's got a 2-2 count here to Brown. All right, Fessler toes the rubber. Here comes the 2-2. Got him chasing that one. That was an elevated fastball, and Brown couldn't hold off. So he goes down on strikes for out number 1, brings up Drew McGee. Got him chasing there. McGee's 1 for 2. Went right up the middle for a base hit in his first trip to the plate, and he fouls that one off. Next time, he hit it right to the second baseman. (6-4-3) be action tomorrow, Sunday, 11:20 at Cass. They're playing complete game. Is it 0-1? Make that 0-2. TNG prospects have BSA the show tomorrow at Sunday at 4 at Cass. So both these teams will be in action at Cass High School. TNG won their opening game, 6-4-3 tied in theirs, and gets the punch out. McGee goes down on strikes, and Fessler finding his groove here. Brings up Garrett Wilkerson with 2 down. So number 2 hitter in the order, 0 for 1. Trying to get something going here for 6-4-3. Shows bunt. That's a strike. Trying to get a little crafty here with 2 down and their number 3 hitter, Riley Shumpert, in the on-deck circle. That's in for strike number 1. Puts it in play right back to the pitcher. Fessler throws to first. Inning's over. We're headed to the 7th inning. TNG prospects searching for some insurance runs. They got a 1-run lead when we come back from the Prep Baseball Showdown.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for 1? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Charlie Johnson leading things off here for TNG prospects. They have a 1-run lead over 6-4-3 DP, and I don't really know if you can say enough about the job Luke Fessler has done on the mound after the first 2 innings. There's a lot yet to allow a hit through the last 4 strikeouts, and he just looked really good during that 6th inning. Been a really tough matchup for these 6-4-3 DP Cougar bats. Ethan Pye out for another inning here to start off the 7th, again against Charlie Johnson, who put a ball in play. It was an error in left field. A little bit too aggressive in the base pass, got thrown out at home. Esperanza de Luna fixing his mask, and now we're back underway. Fouls that off. Stick around after the game. We'll run through our player of the game, and of course you can always find our player of the game interviews across all the LakePoint Sports social media channels. 0-1 to Johnson. Pie misses high and makes it 1-1. That one gets through the wicket, and that's going to be a leadoff single there for Johnson. He's now got 2 hits. So Tucker Cook was due up here, but he's no longer in the lineup. So TNG Prospects taking the automatic out for their starting pitcher, and that'll now bring up Cameron Welch. Welch is 0 for 1. Sends that right to the second baseman. Flips, gets 1 out. They go to the first. Do they get the double play? They do. That's going to bring an end to the inning. 6-4-3 DP Cougars get their chance, though, as the home team. They trail by 1. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, all comes down to this in the Prep Baseball Showdown.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality, hard-working, reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
A shooting star or whatever other rarity, maybe a unicorn that you want to call out. A non-championship game going 7 innings here at LakePoint Sports is a reality as we sit here in the bottom of the 7th in this matchup between TNG Prospects and 6-4-3 DP Cougars. TNG Prospects leading by 1 as we sit in the bottom of the 7th. Riley Schumpert, Chase Mickelson, RJ Westbrook, numbers 3, 4, and 5 due up for 6-4-3. Luke Fessler has been magic since coming on in this game here for TNG Prospects. He's now pitched 4 innings, coming in relief, 4 strikeouts, no walks, 0 base runners, just been quick inning after quick inning. And he's trying to do that once again, clinch this victory here for a team that rolled in their first game 11-1 over Complete Game 15U. He's got a 2-2 count here against Riley Shumpert. 7th ranked player in Georgia in 29. Number 18 outfielder in the nation. Sends that right up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Riley Shumpert, and that's the first hit allowed by Fessler since taking over in this game. I mentioned it during the break, Jack, so I will, despite the fact that I didn't put out there into the universe, it was just our more smaller universe. I guess I have to take the credit for the jinx on that one. Chase Mickelson, the third baseman, steps in now with Riley Shumpert aboard at first. R.J. Westbrook in the on-deck circle. So the right guys at the right time here, 4-6-4-3. Mickelson already showing bunt. You see the third baseman crashing. So Mickelson, a 25 junior feature gamer out of Lovett. Shows bunt again. That's in for a strike. Mickelson's got exit velos 93.8 miles an hour, bat speed north of 65. It tells me with an 0-1 count, we're not going to see exit velos any more than 30, 40 miles an hour if he delivers what he's being asked to. Throw back over to first. They did not get Shumpert. So the tying run is aboard. 0-1 count here to Mickelson. Shows bunt again. Third base crashing. He gets it down. Tough play. Can Fessler make it? That one is dribbling foul. On a backspin on that. Count now be 0-2. And that's one thing on these fields, Jack. We see it time and again because they are all turf. It's a rarity that you can get a bunt that you don't just directly hit somewhere. If it's more often than not, if there's any backspin on it, it's going to go foul. There's just no difference in the grade across this all the way through these turf fields. So it's tough for a bunt to stay foul unless it's a directionally hit bunt.
Yeah, it's just so hard with these fields to even get a bunt to not bounce all around.
Yeah.
Especially when there's backspin like that.
Yeah, it's inevitably going foul. Yep.
It can't hit the dirt.
No, it's the dirt's not going to affect it. It's not going to slow it.
There is no difference between the green, the
correct
darker green, and the brown grass or turf.
0-2 to Mickelson. Ropes that foul. This talented 6'4" 3 DP Cougars lineup has had their hands full here against TNG prospects, especially since Luke Fessler has taken over on the mound. Base runners have been hard to come by. 1-2 count now as Mickelson lays off. That hit by Riley Shumpert, who stands at first, the first base runner allowed by Fessler since taking over. He's been really sharp. Got 4 strikeouts, got a 2-2 count here to Mickelson. Fouls that off, and this AB will continue. The 2-2. Mickelson ropes that 97.9 off his bat. That's on its way all the way to the wall, and that is going to be back all the way to the wall. Man, he's going, and he's going to be stuck at second base. Man, that looked like it might have been gone. Threw his hands up, so the runner at first is stopped at third. Big blow there by Chase Mickelson. Nearly got all that one. Looked like it might have been out of the park, but it bounced over the wall. And that's going to be a big, big double ground rule variety there for Chase Mickelson. And now the tying run is just 90 feet away with R.J. Westbrook stepping up. Like I said, right guys at the right time here for the Cougars. Riley Shumpert leads off with a single. Chase Mickelson ground rule double, and that has set the stage here for R.J. Westbrook. We'll go out here and have a talk with Fessler. Again, he entered this inning having yet to allow a hit. He's now been tagged for a single and a ground rule double. And 6-4-3's got an opportunity here to, if not just tie this, walk out of here with a walk-off victory with nobody out. All right, here we go. Fessler's going to retake the mound. Sawyer Hollister at second, calming down everybody. All right. R.J. Westbrook, 16th ranked player in Georgia, stepping in. Exit velo's nearly 95 miles an hour. Bat speed climbing towards 70. He's got an opportunity here, the 2025 junior feature gamer, to deliver yet another big blow. He sends the first one, and that's popped up into the glove of the shortstop. That's going to be out number 1. So Banks has it, chopped him off. And now it's Mario Esperanza de Luna, who way back in the first inning delivered a 2-run single, but nope, they're going to intentionally walk Esperanza de Luna to bring up Jaden Smith. Bases are juiced with 1 down. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher. And we're going to get a courtesy runner at second as well. So 2 new base runners in for the Cougars. It's like a relay race out there. So East Paulding's Jaden Smith now. Opportunity knocking for this 29 lefty. Smith sends it, gets past the first baseman. It's on its way into the right field. Here comes 1 run. The play at the plate. Maddox, he got him at the plate. What a throw in from right field. Maddox Medlock holds on. They get him, but we're all tied up at 5-5. Jaden Smith comes through with the RBI single. Some aggressive base running, though, from the Cougars. Tried to get out of here with a walk-off, but they made the play at the plate. Charlie Johnson throwing it in to Maddox Medlock. They got the base runner. What a play at the plate to hold on to that one. We're tied up at 5-5 now with 2 down. Wow, Chase Mickelson trucking from third home. This has been a fantastic finish in this one. What a hit, though, from Jaden Smith. Now it's Wyatt Newsom who's 0 for 1. Still runners at second and third with 2 down. And that little R.J. Westbrook pop-up looming so large right now, and now they're just going to walk Newsom, bring up Kingsley LaRusso. Cougar at every bag. As the first of the 2 LaRusso steps in. Kingsley's 0 for 1. Uh-oh, runner taken off. Did they get him? He's safe. He stole home. He stole home. And the 6-4-3 DP Cougars win off a walk-off steal of home. Unbelievable moment there for 6-4-3 DP Cougars. What a unreal finish. They steal home for the walk-off victory. They get out of here 6-5. That was unbelievable. Jack, I don't even know what to say. The courtesy runner for Esperanza de Luna comes in and just caught him napping, steals home. Maddox Medlock has been so good behind the plate, couldn't apply that tag. And the Cougars get out of here with a 6-5 victory. They are walk-off winners in the most amazing fashion to get a really big pool play when they need it.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I'm rewatching it. That was perfect. I mean, that was just insane. I'm pretty sure it was Reed Williams who if you go look, I did an interview with a little over a year ago, and just that was insane. I mean, I looked back. Blue got the call right on that double or single that drove in that first run. He was right about calling him out at home. But then right there, I just rewatching it, it's just insane and real. Like, just that was just I have no words. I'm at a loss of words with how crazy that was. Just absolutely swam around the catcher and got the winning run for 643 DP.
Yeah, well, that was absolutely incredible. 6-4-3 DP Cougars are winners, 6-5 in walk-off fashion, stealing home to get out of here and get the pool play victory. We'll take a break here in studio. We got a lot to get into. Player of the game coming your way when we get back.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
You want drama? Man, that absolutely delivered in the drama department. 6-4-3 DP Cougars getting out of here with a 6-5 win over TNG Prospects. And this game was certainly setting itself up to be TNG Prospects getting out of here with another big pool play victory. We entered the bottom of the 7th with them up 1-0, and some big bats were due up for the Cougars in this one. Riley Schumpert leads things off with a single, and then we get a ground rule double from Chase Mickelson. RJ Westbrook pops out, and then Mario Esperanza de Luna is walked. Chances are all there. Jaden Smith, who got tagged for an error in left field that allowed some crucial runs for TNG Prospects. He delivers the RBI hit, and man, everything's just trucking along. We're all tied up at 5-5 after that. And then almost out of nowhere, as if they were napping, Reed Williams steals home to get the win, the walk-off victory for 6-4-3 DP Cougars. And, man, this was just an absolutely epic finish. And, Jack, we talked a little bit about it, what direction we were going to go for player of the game. And you had that big moment from Smith there. He gets the run driven in that they really needed to get this thing notched up. But I don't know, Reed Williams comes out of nowhere, caught him napping. I'm going Reed Williams player of the game there because that was just an unbelievable moment, one of the best finishes we have ever had on these fields.
Yeah, I mean, it just was an insane play all around. It's just been such an insane game. I mean, in the beginning, both teams were scoring left and right.
And then we went into a drought. It was a drought. Yeah, I mean, Fessler was killing it on the mound. Man,
the innings were taking 5 minutes.
Ethan Pye was doing his part coming in relief as well. They were just dueling these really strong defensive innings. But, man, what an unbelievable finish. They had the right guys due up at the right time for the Cougars, and their big bat set the stage. And then Reed Williams out of Bullock Academy, 26th ranked player in Georgia in 2029, a preseason All-State selection, was at Junior Feature Games this past summer. showing off the speed, caught him napping, heads up base running. The Cougars were aggressive on the base pass, and they get out of here with a big pool play victory, and Reed Williams is our player of the game in this one. Now, we're far from done with the Prep Baseball Showdown. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m., Pro Stock Baseball Club, East Cobb Select out of the 17U division. You'll be able to find that broadcast 3 p.m. tomorrow. It's available for free, like all of our broadcasts, on Facebook, X, and YouTube. And, of course, you'll be able to find our interview with player of the game, Reed Williams, on all the LakePoint Sports social channels. Until then, for Avery Hunt and producer Jack McCartney, I'm Cory McCartney, and for now, we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.